Good morning. Back in the seed warehouse. We're gonna dump all these boxes. I'm gonna try and do some stuff that's a little bit different today because same thing over and over again, right? It's boring. But we gotta start here. I've got 5 boxes that I want to treat this morning yet, and then that'll be most of the beans that I need to deliver to my customers. The rest of the stuff is mostly for me or our farm. And so that will that'll be good. Let me get some stuff out of here and create some space. So dumping boxes, treating beans this morning, delivers late this morning and this afternoon is what I'm thinking. Brock, I think this afternoon is going to go down and help my dad. He's going to be running the sawmill a little bit, so maybe I'll give them a camera or set something up and you guys can watch that a little bit. That was a lot of zip ties. So there are 4 zip ties to hold the lids on, and then I put one on the slide gate on the bottom of all these boxes. So yeah, all transferred back into the boxes they came out of. I took a sample out of each of the runs, and I took this sample. This is a sample that I will send into a lab and have them test the chemical that is on it to make sure that our rates are correct. Just kind of a proof that we're doing things the right way, and double check for me to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. Again, the logistical issues of where do we put everything once they're treated so that I don't bury my untreateds yet, that I still got to run through the treater, but I can get to the ones that I need to deliver them. So those boxes there are going out to customers. This row, all 5 of those is for us on our farm, so we're gonna just kind of swap them there. And that box should be in this row, so we're gonna move that one, and then a lot of these are gonna go back in this column. Okay, Brock did a good job putting those boxes away. He's got the next 4 out. We got one up on the treater already. I lied earlier. I thought it was a 5-box run. It's a 4-box run, which is fine. So I've been mixing the chemicals up, and I think we're just about ready to get started here. Okay, so while Brock finishes this run up, I wanted to take a second and answer a couple of questions that I got on yesterday's video or the day before about why I'm treating beans and why I would do it versus buying them from the company and all of that. So before I bought this seed treater, which this is my 3rd spring running it, I was basically buying all of my beans pre-treated from the company. So these boxes would all come with treated beans in them already. There's a few reasons why it's a benefit for me to do it myself rather than buying it from them. 1, I can do it cheaper. 2, I can treat what we need when we need it. So from the company, I'm not, they won't sell treated beans, or I'm not allowed to order anymore after usually March 1st. And so you try and have some on hand, but that usually means that I run short in season. And, you know, if we have replants or stuff, I can't get the treated beans that I want. So by treating them myself, I can treat as many as I need. But the other side of that is I can't really return treated beans to the company. They'll take a very small percentage of my treated beans back if I buy them from them. And so you're afraid to order in a bunch of extra because I can't return them if I don't use them. And so while I can treat as much as I need, I'm not over treating. I'm not only treating what we need when we need it. So I will not treat the last box or 2 or 3 or whatever. And then as people need them in season, I can fire it back up and treat 1 or 2 boxes at a time just to get us through if we need to do that. I did that a lot last year when we were doing all those replant beans. So those reasons make it really beneficial to have it myself. And then there's the big benefit of I make the margin on it. And so instead of Golden Harvest making the margin and the profit from the seed treatment, I can put that in my seed business and reinvest it back into on my equipment and all of that stuff. And I still can sell it cheaper than what the company charges even by doing that. So there's a lot of benefits to it, but those are the big reasons as to why I like doing it myself. Oh, one other thing is I can customize my treatments, right? So with Golden Harvest, you're getting Cruiser Max beans or you're getting Saltro beans, and that's it. They don't offer an inoculant package or anything else. And so when I do it, I can customize the treatment to each individual grower or to each individual field. If a particular grower customer wants to order a bunch of different treatments and knows exactly where they're going to plant them, I can do that. So it's a lot more customizable as well. Okay, so I'm done treating for a few minutes here, or maybe for today. I don't know when we'll get to treating again, but we got to sort some corn out because we got to start making some deliveries. So a lot of these beans here are going to customers that we've got all their beans treated, so we need to sort their corn out and get that to them as well. So that pallet of corn there goes to my Enogen customers. That's all they get is that pallet of corn. We're going to get that one out of here today, I hope. And then we're going to sort through these bags in here. This whole column is bags. And palletized stuff by customer. And I'm going to start with the ones that got a bunch of beans here that need to go. All right, so we're going to start sorting some corn out here. And it just so happens that the corn on this pallet, there's 3 different numbers, 18 bags of each. And I need the bottom 2 for one customer. So all we got to do is take the 18 off the top, and then that one is done, which is awesome. So, and it goes with somebody's beans that are over here. One of those piles. Kind of like that. So now that pile is going to go with these 3 boxes and 3 of those boxes that we just treated. So we're going to set that one off to the side here, and I'll figure out what's next. Oh, we've got a pile now. I'm trying to sort stuff out and make it so that everybody gets what they need without having different seed sizes. It's becoming a little bit difficult just because of the bags that they sent me, but yeah, we had to split that pallet. I've got to split this pallet because there's 59 bags on it. I've got one person that needs 30 and another person that needs 32, so then we got to steal a few more off of that one over there that's the same variety. Plus we need 19 bags off the top of that pallet to go on top of that one. Yeah, we're getting there. You know what's super frustrating when you're doing this? And I get it, but it's still frustrating. All right, so I have a customer that needs 30 bags of this 07 F23. There happens to be 30 on this pallet. There was 28 bags of 10L16 on top. There is not now. There's 9, I believe. And I have a customer that needs 32 bags of 07 F23, which, look, it's on the bottom of this pallet. Here's the problem and the frustrating part. This 20 that's on top of it, the 03R40, goes with the customer that got 30. Now, why they couldn't have just put the 30 on there and the 32 on here, I don't understand. It's frustrating because now I have to take all those 20 off and either take 2 bags off of that or put switch them. It's just time consuming here. That's what he's for. Okay, so I've got a lot of piles sorted out here of different customer stuff. But this pallet here has a lot of different stuff on it. And I have a customer that buys their corn in boxes, but Golden Harvest sells their corn in 45 unit boxes. Just because that's how they do it. It used to be 40 unit boxes. This year they switched to 45. Honestly, I like the 40 better, but that's beside the point. Point being, they like their corn to have 50 units in a box because every other company has 50 unit boxes basically, and they want to dump one box in one side of their planter, another box from another company in the other side of their planter, and they want them to plant the same amount of acres. So I always buy their boxes and then get the paper bags to make up the difference to 50. So we've got to dump 5 bags in a bunch of boxes. I need that one over here, Brock. And then they'll have 50 in them. So that's what we're doing here. Yeah, this one and then the next 2 and another box, and yeah. It never fails that the box you need is the bottom one clear in the back, so we had to move a bunch of boxes out of the way to get to that one that he's going to get right now. And then we'll use up the rest of the bags on this pallet here. And then it's lunchtime. Okay, well, it's later than I was hoping by the time we got this stuff all done and sorted out, but I have essentially got almost all the corn sorted out. There's just a little bit in that first bay there, and I know where most of it goes. I just need to go through it yet, so that's good. We need to start getting some stuff delivered. I've got a little bit of running around I need to do here at lunchtime and get something to eat, and then when we come back, I'm going to try and load some stuff up and get it out of here. That's the plan anyway. I was going to deliver tomorrow, but it's only supposed to be like 35 degrees tomorrow for a high. That's pretty chilly. I don't know if I want to be outside. Okay. Brock had a call right before lunch there, so he took off on that. I am going to load up some seed and get it delivered here, talk to the customer, and they're ready for it. I also have a couple of guys that I need to stop at and try and sell some seed now. They like to wait till April. It's not April until tomorrow, but we'll see if we can't get an order out of a couple more of my guys that just till the last minute. So I'm on my way to deliver this pallet of corn we got in the back of the truck, and I just heard the USDA released their spring planting intentions report today at noon or 1 o'clock or whenever it was. So the USDA puts out some reports throughout the year. There's a few major ones. This one today was a major one. There's another one in June, end of June, that tells us what we actually planted. But basically what the USDA today was said, this is what we expect farmers across the U.S. to plant. And I haven't talked about grain markets a lot since January, but if you followed them, you'll know that grain prices are fairly high right now. And so the trade guesses, the industry was expecting high numbers of acres of corn and beans because of the high prices. I think they said that corn expectation was around 93 million acres, and the USDA today released an intentions report around 91 million acres, which may not seem like a big difference, but 2 million acres in an already tight supply market is massive. And corn is up limit right now, 25 cents on the day. It may go up more tomorrow, but it can only go 25 today. And there is same thing on soybeans. So I think the trade guess on soybeans was 89 million acres, and it came back at 87 million acres, which means that beans are just as tight, and they're up 70 cents today. So grain markets are off for the races. This is going to be a wild ride. And basically what it means is that if we have any kind of weather hiccup during the year, and there's any kind of widespread drought or planting trouble or anything that causes issues, who knows where the price of grain is going to be this fall. It's just, it's going to kill our demand is what it's going to do, but it's hard to complain about it right now. So, we've sold a fair amount of stuff, new crop for this fall, but we got a long ways to go yet. And so with high prices, that's a good thing. All right, well, we've made it to our dairy farm, and we're going to get this pallet unloaded. He's following me with forks on, so hopefully this engine corn works out really well for them, and they buy a bunch more next year. All right, we got it off. You got a little damage there, Adam. How many hours?
17,000.
17,000. So this is a 7420. Our loader tractor, it's a 7520. It's got like 3,300 hours on it, I think. They're the same vintage. That's a dairy farm for you. They run hours. So, all right. Thank you. All right. Well, that was a good stop. We had a good conversation there. I hope that this engine does what I expect it to do for them. These guys run a really good operation here, and they're already doing quite well. So there's not as much room for improvement with the engine, but I think it'll still work out really well for them. And like I said, hopefully we get a big order out of them next year, but they're going to give it a shot and trial it, and that's all we can ask for right now. So, all right, we are on to another couple farms to stop on the way home to try and get some orders, like I said, and then we'll see what time it is when we get back there. It's 3 o'clock already. That was a long stop. All right, I am back at the farm here, and I'm tired of doing seed stuff. So, Dad's cut up some logs. Let's go check it out. So he's got a big one that we're gonna put on here, and he had to use the chainsaw to slice the one side off because it was too big for the mill here. So yeah, once it gets started, it'll be all right, but it's gonna take a minute here to get this one on and sized up. We might have to make some notches to get the saw through it. This one's big. Has a big log. It's too big for the sawmill here. That mill is up as far as it goes, and it will clear barely, but it's too wide. So we're gonna have to use the chainsaw and make some notches to get that first big slice off. And yeah. to do the first few inches because the log tapers in. Well, he trimmed the ends on this side because I had to go find a chalk line. They needed a guide to make this rip cut, I guess you would call it, across there to make that notch. So we'll let him work on that. We want to put the sprayer in the shop tonight because it's supposed to get down to like 20 degrees or 22 degrees, something like that, tonight or tomorrow night. And it's got water in it after Dad rinsed it out when we were spraying the nitrogen. So we're going to put the anhydrous bar back here and put the sprayer in the shop. Okay, last time I folded this thing up, hydraulic oil went spewing everywhere. I don't have the hydraulics hooked up. That'll do it. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's try that again. No? For real? Okay. There it goes. I don't know why it didn't go the first time. I didn't do anything. But, there. Alright, now we can get this out of here. Well, them shims are nice. That is really tight. It doesn't wiggle around on you at all. Okay, sprayer in. And, oh, the heat is on. Okay. Somebody must turn it on. I turned it off a couple weeks ago because it had been warm out. We didn't need it. We had the door open. But gonna go?
I think that bottom part.
Oh, down here. Yeah, got to be inside the uprights. Okay, well, we think we got it trimmed up enough that it'll slide through there. So he's gonna make this first cut. It's a big one. That's a big chunk on the top still. We'll end up cutting it some more, but that's just can't go any thinner because that's as far as the saw goes up. Ah, not quite. We're hitting right there. This notch wasn't quite in far enough deep, so there's a stop over here to kind of keep the log from coming this way, but we've got plenty of room. Well, maybe plenty of room, actually, maybe not, but we were going to try and notch this out a little bit to get it to come over. Don't want to take it out because we're worried about the whole log just rolling off. It got a little wide for us here and was sitting on this side, and I don't know, we pushed it back, the blade fell off, so we had to put the wedges in, take it all the way back, get the blade reset. I'll trim that edge up and try it again. Yeah, that's back together. And gonna trim that side up a little bit. Then we'll make attempt 2 and hopefully make it through this time. Well, this side's gonna clear. Now I'm not so sure about this side. We're right there. Man, it's so close. It's so close. Like 2 feet to go. Gonna make it. Gonna make it. He'll make it. Now we just have to lift the big board off of there. Where's Brock when you need him? Yeah, that's a forklifter one there. You can probably slide it on there if he can get it close. Well, it's not the smoothest, prettiest cut we've ever made, but it sure is pretty wood. My goodness. Beautiful. So Dad's planning on quarter sawing this, and yeah, I don't think he's going to tackle it tonight. I think it's almost 6 o'clock, so I think he's had enough for today. This is where the artistry part comes in, that I don't know what he's doing. Measuring, seeing which way we got to put it on there, and how he wants to cut it, all that good stuff. I'm guessing we need to flip it and take a slice off the other side. That look tells me he doesn't know either. So the plan is to roll at 90 degrees, put this side down, and then make another cut. I don't know how he intends to do that. You need another board under there? Don't go over, don't go over. Good deal. Don't stand behind it is what that means. You do not want that falling on your toe. Well, I guess he wants to make another cut. We got it positioned in place where it needs to be. There's just a small spot there that the bearings might rub when it's going through. Otherwise, we should be able to make this cut pretty smoothly. Looks good. I think we're gonna make it this time. Thick on this end here. You can see the heartwood is darker than the sapwood on the outsides, and it's so pretty. I think some of this is going to end up as flooring for my house yet. Your dad's got a whole bunch in the kiln room that he cut up last winter, but we might be a little bit short, so I'm going to get this cut up and drying quickly. Decided he's going to roll it again. We're going to put the top, the side that we cut first, down like that. It's not as much of a danger to roll when it's like that. After the first two, they're almost easy. Oh, just shove it over just a little bit. Well, I was going to show you like that, but he did it so fast I missed it. It's always like a big reveal when you get to see that grain pattern when you first take a slab off. Wow, look at that one. Got all kinds of stuff going on here. Swirls. Crazy. Okay, one last cut to get it all square. And it's going to be like, I think it's going to be 20-inch square cans. I've been told that the remaining log after you take the sides off is called the cans. Well, there's what we trimmed off inside with the sawmill. Dad's got more pieces of it outside, but dang, that is a big log sitting there left. That's a big log.
Yeah. Should get 54 boards out of it.
There you go. All right.
That'd be 270 square feet.
270 square feet. That's like half my floor. And that one log.
You can pick and choose then.
Yeah. All right. Tomorrow's project, maybe. There's the rest of that log, that one slice that Dad took off before he even took it into the sawmill, just so we could get it to fit. All right. Well, that was fun. Although it's super late. My wife's not going to be very happy with me, but that's okay. It's already 6:30. It'll be almost 7 before I get home because I got to go down to my seed warehouse and put all my stuff away. Yeah. Turn the lights off, make sure everything's okay. Turn the treater off if I didn't do that this morning, that kind of stuff. And then I'm going home. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. And I don't know about tomorrow whether I'm going to make a video or not. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow. I don't really want to deliver seed if it's going to be super cold. Plus, we've got the funeral tomorrow, visitation. So we're probably going to go to that mid-afternoon, and that'll eat up a bunch of the day. The boys are going to be at Grandma's house down here tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. But anyway, questions, comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you sometime.